Hey, what's up, guys? Brian Kennedy here. Today on His Tilling Podcast, we're going to feature two incredible guests, Cynthia and Haskel Jackson, myself, and Angelique Sinalou. And remember, if you can feel it, you can heal it. Another episode of Unsolved Mysteries. I'm sitting here with Haskel. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Brian Kennedy. Hits to Healing Podcast. Beautiful episode ahead. Got the wonderful Haskel and Cynthia Jackson featuring Angelique Sinalou and myself. I always say, if you can feel it, you can heal it. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
How you living?
You know, I'm feeling well, man. Last time I saw you, you was burning up that piano, man.
Come on, man.
And that was how long ago?
What? Like the summer. It was May.
It was
Spring.
May.
June.
I was on crutches.
Yeah.
So I think that was the last time we kind of chopped it up.
I'm glad you showed up, first of all.
It was
like,
beautiful,
to have
man. It was
someone
amazing.
there who understands what the mission is and understands that. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you were here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, my man.
Myself, born and raised in LA. She told me not to mention my elementary school. I'm gonna mention it anyway.
Like, dude, you're old.
It's gonna be a good interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Martin Luther King Elementary.
Okay.
Then went to Horseman Junior, and then graduated from the greatest school in LA, which is Crenshaw High School.
Okay, let's go.
And then graduated, went to CSUN.
Okay.
Have a pretty big family in Los Angeles. I'll get to some of the meatier parts. My mom passed when I was 6, and she went into a diabetic coma for 3 years. And we had 2 brothers. When she passed, I'm just skipping, we went into foster home. Yeah. So we're in foster home. Dad wasn't in my life, so was raised by my grandmother and my grandfather. And had uncles and aunts that we moved in a home with them. Had, I think it was 7 of them, 7 or 8.
Homes?
No, as far as the kids that
got it.
my grandmother had.
Okay, got you.
Aunts and uncles, yeah. Saw a lot, learned a lot, but I was that kid that stayed outside. I was flipping, I was doing breakdancing on the cardboard box. Ice-T would come up my street, and I'd be breakdancing for Ice-T.
That's crazy. So you got fashion and you dance.
I try. So that's just a little bit about my childhood upbringing. Yeah. In college, I didn't go there for music, but I ended up doing music. Had some roommates that used to sing and harmonize, and so I would jump in with them, play around, and that ended up turning into a group called Straight Vocals. So we used to do acapella music. It was cold.
Like that?
We was pretty cold.
Oh, she said
really good.
okay.
Cold.
Oh, so you was in it too.
Huh?
You was in the group.
Yeah, I ended up starting the group. One of the
Oh, got it. I thought you okay, got it.
Yeah, so ended up starting Straight Vocals. And man, it just kind of grew. We ended up getting signed with Motown under Gerald Busby.
Wow.
Oh.
And so that was my start into becoming a musician, artist. We was able to travel. We did an album called Motown Comes Home. And Stevie Wonder, Boyz II Men, Temptations, Smokey Robinson, all the greats were on this album. And interestingly, the guy that signed us, it was a subsidiary deal, Frank Wilson. He was a huge writer for Motown, and he signed us. He eventually became my pastor. So we just kind of bobbing and weaving through. But that was my introduction to the music industry.
Wow.
Never trained or anything. I guess I just had a love for music.
That's a pretty amazing introduction to music.
Yo, who are you, man?
Like I was on the corner. I was on this tape here. I'm on this here. He was like, we put a group together, and we was on a compilation album with Stevie Wonder, and then just a legendary Motown writer.
There was a group called Include.
No, I never heard of this.
I was a different person back then. I had a different producer name, but yeah, it was in high school.
What was the name?
It's called Include. I was Be Unique.
Oh, okay. So
I was a producer. Yeah,
Okay.
I changed whoever I was working with. I was a different producer for whatever circumstance. So I had like different names, different aliases for
but
different.
always a message.
Always a message behind it, But that's pretty dope. That's how I kind of got a pop in on 4 guys. They were just dope singers. I was like, let me make y'all beats, and we became like high school famous.
Was it R&B?
R&B for sure.
Wow.
You know, I was inspired by all the stuff that was popping off.
Yeah.
All the R&B groups and whatnot.
Tell me, man.
Hey,
Where's that?
that's what's, and a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm lucky to be married to this guy for like 27 years. When he was a part of Straight Vocals, I was, my dad's last place where he was stationed was Utah, of all places. And they came for Juneteenth. And
The only black people
In Utah? Juneteenth in Utah?
Yes. And these jokers came to Utah to sing. And
Y'all lucky y'all got
and I
Juneteenth, though.
right. And just, you know, I met Haskell for like 5 minutes. If you met Haskell, he was just a nice guy. Like, he was so nice,
That's tough.
it caught me off guard. And he's like, I love Utah. Look at these mountains. And I'm like, bro, Utah is terrible. Like, what are you talking about? And so he's like, I come back every year to sing. And next year I want you to show me around. And I was like, bro, like, no, like, I'm not doing that. And so I met him for 5 minutes. We exchanged numbers. Back then, long distance used to cost. So I said, I'm not calling you because I'm not paying. And he said, okay. And so ironically, at that time, Haskell would call me like once a month. My parents were going through this terrible divorce. And every time Haskell called on a landline, I was crying. And every single time.
Wow.
And he said, you know what? I just learned to play the piano. And he would play me a song with the same 3 chords. And he would sing me a song and pray for me and get off the phone.
What?
And and then I wouldn't talk to Haskell, and he'd call me like a month later, and I'm like, hello. And I was like,
Here's another song. 3 chords.
All right. Here we go.
And so he ended up moving. I moved. We lost touch. And I had a friend named Rhonda. And she said, my friend Fred is going back to LA. And I wrote my name and number on a gum wrapper. And I said, if your boy Fred happens to know a dude named Haskell in LA, maybe he can get him my gum wrapper. And 2 days later, this dude called me. And he
That's
said,
crazy.
guess what I have? And I said, you have my gum wrapper. And somehow in that, I acquired a godmother who put on Juneteenth. I was assigned to be their chaperone. And I took Haskell around to buy burritos and to radio interviews the next Juneteenth.
Yeah,
And
it was
we
lovely.
fell in love in 5 days, and he married me 3 months later.
Wow.
And so,
Dang.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how
Wow.
for real.
I mean,
Wow.
3-chord Jackson. I'm really
Yes.
like, this is so.
3-chord Jackson with the gum wrapper.
3-chord.
This is so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's a story. I'm really like, that is so beautiful. But it's like meeting you two and just seeing it and feeling it. I should have known that there was a magnificent story behind it. You know, because y'all are so glowing and just love. It's nice.
It is definitely, we attribute it all to God. Like without him changing my life, I know I was in them streets. Like I was in college. I did
College things.
I did college, and CSUN was different when I left. Like, and in the midst when that earthquake hit in Northridge,
Oh, you was
bro, that I had a fear for God after that.
wow.
I literally, like, I felt like he told me, if you don't stop doing what you're doing, I will open up this ground and throw you in it and close it, and no man can stop it. And I was, from that day, bro,
Shook you all the way right.
it really shook me. And crazy thing is, for like 10 years straight, I was just reading the Bible, and I was spiritually afraid to, like, you know, we're all imperfect anyway.
Right.
But I was trying to, and I became very judgmental.
Oh,
Because I was on my journey, and I became very judgmental of anyone that didn't pray as much as I did, or go to church, or do those things.
Yeah.
And you know, he had to whip me up on that, and it's like, no,
It's a balance, right?
you
It's
living in the
balance.
real world. Who do you think you are? Your righteousness are as filthy rags anyway. Like, you're not doing anything. It's because of my grace
That you
that you're even here. So that's been the journey for us, is understanding, like, we have to live with grace. We have to be
Got
grateful
you.
every day.
And it's always something there to remind you and ground you. Like for me, I moved in Kansas City years ago, like over 20 years ago. I'm come on 21, 22. But I had the dream. I moved to LA, make it big, because I in Kansas City I was in the jazz band, I was a concert pianist, things were going great, and I became, I'll say, a big fish in a small pond. Kansas City is one of the best cities on the planet. It's nice, no mountains, but trust and believe.
It is a UNESCO city.
It's a UNESCO city,
For
United
jazz.
Nations, jazz, and it's
Yeah.
just culturally like everything. And being in the middle, from the middle of America, we like kind of adapted West Coast, East Coast, South, so we had all the everything. We was a coast, and I've traveled all over, so I moved here. And I became like a play pirate musician. So that's my thing. It's like I come, bring my band, and hopefully we can kind of like, I'm in LA, so it's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But the band started playing, and people started coming out. Like David Foster would show up, Babyface would show up.
David Foster, bro.
Yeah, people started hearing about this band from Kansas City.
That's
It
amazing.
was like,
Wow.
oh, who's these young kids is going crazy? I thought like we got, in LA, we probably won't amount to, but we took it to a level that LA wasn't familiar with.
That's
That's
amazing.
how kind of like the producers like, bring them in the studio, let's go. So I started moving and grooving, and along that journey I met other producers, and I was able to sit in and started building, and I met Sierra. I thought I knew her.
Wow.
I thought I knew Sierra because she's a celebrity, but I didn't know her. And so I was like, oh, nice to meet you. I was like, hey, what you been up to? She was like,
I'm Sierra. I've
Music.
been up to Sierra.
in the studio. What are you up to? Music. And I was like, oh, okay, it's good to see. I was like, I don't know her, but I had a demo. I always had demos in me, bro. A CD. I had a CD player ready to go. So I gave her a CD, and I was like,
was
well, I
at
make
the
beats,
time.
and
Yeah.
hopefully, like, if you like what you hear, let me know. And then like an hour later, like, long story short, the publisher that I ended up signing to called me and said she loved the song. Let's go. Within 6 months, it came out. Jumped to meeting Rihanna and Chris, and all this success started happening right at that moment. Now I have the #1 song in the world, and then #2, and then it creeps up, and then I have like I'm having all these hits. It's just left, right. I started getting these massive headaches, like massive jarring, like, and I think I had headaches before then, but it just amplified. I thought the industry was just requiring me to like, they say sleep when you dead. That's all I heard. Sleep when you dead. Don't worry about the business and and just keep being creative.
Strike while the iron's hot. You
Three strike while the iron. So I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, God created the iron, so it's never not going to be hot.
Right.
But that's how the game goes. And I think because of my wanting to do everything all at once, I started suffering in silence. And that's what I want to kind of talk to you about today.
Wow.
About my journey was, I was diagnosed with FSGS, which is a rare and most aggressive form of kidney failure. And I knew 3 or 4 years before I told anybody. In fact, I would say about 5 years before I even told anyone. And I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want to be vulnerable in my highest space. I'm like, I'm in the business now, I'm killing it. And then it's like, I tell somebody, it's like, he's on drugs. He went crazy. He's bald headed now. What did he do different? I just had thin hair, so I'll just cut it off. You know what I'm saying? People start blaming everything on anything, on everything that you do. And so I just wanted to bring you here. And for one, I want to thank you for, because I didn't know until like you told me that you really didn't, no one really know, not to put it out there, but would you like to tell me about your journey? Because I'm very curious about that.
It was interesting because this is the very first time that me and my wife are putting this information out about me having kidney disease. Because for one, how do you do that? I don't want to jump on Facebook and be like,
That's what I did.
guys, your boy is down right now. Like,
No, Brian, look at it. Brian had a picture in the bed. His brother right here.
Yeah, production.
He went for it. He had music.
I said looking through a peephole of life. I did some poetry. I was like, y'all gonna feel this. Y'all gonna feel this pain because I can't sit it no longer by myself. But you're right though, because how do you announce it? By the way, because people don't know how to take that news.
yeah.
People do the strangest things when you tell them like some stuff like that. Some people will be like, oh, I didn't know. Some people will be like, all right, like just, some people just freak out. You just be like, okay, this person was not ready
Exactly.
or built to hear bad news.
And guilt too, I think, for in the music industry, is that right? People are like, oh, this person they on drugs, or they always drop out, or they something, and then they stop messing with you, they stop working with you, or they might tell a story about you based on what they thought their experience was, and then when you announce, I've been living with kidney disease, I've been living with kidney failure for all these years. And then that comes back to people and like they have that moment, aha moment, where they're like, I thought he flaked on me. I thought he was big time.
Oh yeah, I eradicated a whole era of being a.
Yeah, that's another thing, because it's real. Like living that. I don't have this experience. I live with somebody. I share my life with somebody who has an experience, and seeing the emotions of what your body goes through and the decisions that you make or how you move based on how your body feels. But like. If I didn't know, I could easily interpret it as something else. And we're in the music business, we're hypersensitive people, you know. We're always we think it's about us, whether it's good, it's bad, or whatever. So you're like, he's putting this on me, or he's doesn't. So
that is so true. I got told on so many times. Brian just left because it's called the BK fade. He just left the studio. But that's why I started making music really fast. And I would fall asleep in sessions and stuff. So I was just even telling anybody, but I guess I was sick. But you're right though, and everyone saw. Once I made it that announcement and tell everyone, it was like, "Oh, that's why you never called me back, or that's why you never showed up to the studio." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot, my bad, sorry." Yeah, because when it becomes your whole world, right?
Absolutely.
Like when you it gets dark.
I think too, if you're naturally resilient, people they're not as sensitive. You know, Haskel started, hard knock life, right? Mom passing, family drugs, murder, a lot of people dying. And then when he lost his voice, he ended up with chronic hoarseness that they could not diagnose. And Haskel had a record deal on the table, about to get the record deal. He had finished his whole project and lost his voice.
You lost your voice?
Yeah, being this hoarse isn't his natural voice.
Natural voice.
So
sound kind of
yes.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just saying,
I know everybody's like, he's trying to be sexy. So our daughter doesn't remember his voice. So sometimes in the morning it'll be there and she's like, "Oh, Dad, your voice," But so he had a record deal on the table and then he couldn't sing any of his own songs. And he had to course correct and figure out, what the heck am I going to do? Because I'm supposed to do this. I'm an artist. I'm a songwriter. I'm a producer. And then he sat, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm married to you now. Everything I thought I was going to do, I can't. So what are we going to do?" And he ended up becoming a producer. And actually now he does vocal lessons, but he does it whistling. He has perfect pitch.
Yeah, whistle.
Has always had perfect pitch. Yeah. So anyway, so I think too, when it comes to now being vulnerable, they're like, Haskel's been through everything. Like, this dude is unstoppable.
And the way you, like, your energy, you so warm. And like, and you just smile. You just a good person.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate
but I don't
that,
get it twisted either. Crenshaw. Yeah, we on the same time, man. But no, so how did that? I mean, how did you get through that? Like, you have this dream and it's right here and it's attainable and it's like no more.
It was tough, man. I realize I'm one that I don't like to sit in bad news. I'm trying to win in life. I'm trying to lift people's spirits. And if I have just a little spirit left, I'm gonna give that away to kids or whoever needs it until I'm out of here. When I'm out of here, you can sit these on the counter. I'm done. I'm done. But I'm not done yet. So no matter what's going on with my body or the medical stuff that we don't know about, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna keep going because I've already been through a lot. So it's like, that hasn't taken me out yet. I'm gonna keep pushing. One thing that really had me on the fence though, I never wanted to be, and maybe I held this information because I never wanted to be identified as a kidney guy. Haskel with kidney disease?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I can relate to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody wants to be that person. Like, because people start feeling sad for you, or just doing stuff. You like, you ain't gotta do all that, man. You feel me? It's like, and that's why we, especially I think as men too, is like, to be vulnerable is hard because it's like I don't need no free handouts. Yeah. But I looked at it the wrong way. I wasn't being graceful with myself. All this stuff. There's people who have our backs. You know what I'm saying? Who really would alliance who would like fight with us and for us.
Yes.
And so, how did you discover you had kidney failure? Like, what was that?
Yeah. How did that happen? Because I don't even remember when they told me that.
So
I think
I'm the detail person.
I'm looking at my GFR. I was like, what is GFR?
Let me go back.
Girlfriend for real?
It's a songwriter in the house.
3 chords.
Haskel's first, I guess, red alarm was uncontrollable hypertension. Hypertension is just like part of the Black community, you know, and it's like, oh, you got high blood pressure. And at that time we had a really good doctor, and she said, listen, you have high blood pressure. I don't want to give you just medication to fix it. I want you to do your best, and whatever your best can't do, we'll have the medicine do. And I love that approach. And she was amazing. And then all of a sudden her mother got old and she moved. And then now I couldn't find another doctor like that, because I wanted someone that, for one, saw Haskell, and two, didn't just want to say, here, take, 10 milligrams of this. If it works, it works. So my part was, every time I'd ask, well, why? Why does he have high blood pressure? It's probably hereditary. Well, why?
Yeah.
Well, it's just so Black community, but why? What is going on in this dude's body? Because he's not from 75 years ago. If it was in his family, what's going on with this dude? And no one, even to this day, can answer that for me. So we just thought it was hypertension. And then going up and down with that. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, your kidneys are bad. You're at stage 3 kidney disease. Wow. And I was like, well, we're stage 1 and 2.
Right.
And what is this? So now I'm ready to fight. Okay. I'm like, we're about to fight. So we got a referral to this one doctor, and he basically tells Haskell, like, eventually you'll be on dialysis. There's nothing you can do. Just wait your time. And I was like, no.
Wait your time.
I said, no, wait, like, what are you saying? Yeah. And he was like, well, we tend to know Black people, they don't change their diet, they don't exercise. So what's probably going to happen to him, because he said all of this. So I was like, one thing you ain't going to do is you're not talking to this man anymore. You're going to talk to me, and you're going to tell me what this man here needs to do.
Baby.
So then I get Haskell, like, I say, stand up. And I put him behind me, and he's trying to talk around me to this man. And I said, what you're not going to do is tell me that this man is going to have to go through that, because all I thought was dying. I was like, oh, we're not doing that.
Thing.
Wow.
And so, and then Haskell, by nature, and I don't know if you're like this, and I think you would be comfortable me saying this, he will shut you down.
Oh yeah.
Gloss over, and he's like, oh, he ain't impacting me. I got a meeting at 4, and I'm like, this man just telling you. He's like, well,
we got a session still, bro. I sent the invoice earlier.
He's like, traffic is bad. So about to be at the studio, and I'm like, no, like, we just heard this. I'm about to fight this Middle Eastern man. You got a session. No one's like really talking about it. And I didn't know what to do. And he would go to doctor's appointments, and it was just kind of the same, kind of story. So Haskell ruptured his quad tendon.
Guess how?
How?
Man, at my daughter's birthday party.
I was about to say, was it
at my daughter's birthday party?
I was going to be Sky Zone.
You ever been to Sky Zone?
I told you. I knew it. Wait, no, go ahead.
I hate that place.
I was just about to say, it's a Sky Zone.
Was it the wall?
No, it was because of her. She battled, bro. I had been dunking all day. I was doing my thing, spinning. Bro, she comes up. You can't beat me in jumping. I'm like, let's go. I'm sweating. Bro, we start jumping.
Never compete at Sky Zone.
Man, I jumped twice, B. I came down on my left leg, and that joint just said, toot, just boo, boo. So I fell on the mat, and I was like, oh. I started sweating profusely. And I was like, ooh, something wrong. All the kids came around me, bro. I'm in the middle of the mat at a birthday party, and they're like, oh, no. Bro, you know how embarrassed I was? Hey, over there.
I was like, oh my gosh, he's spinning in circles, holding his leg. He's and then I'm talking mess. I'm like, that's what you get. That's what you get. You didn't want to see me.
I told you.
She's like, yeah, what's up?
Get up, let's go. And then I was like, oh, he's broken. Like, this dude is broken in half.
Yeah.
Genesis is crying. All her friends are like, Mr. Haskell.
Yeah.
They come with the bouncy mat, and they have to bounce you.
I'm there with the orange socks on.
Yeah.
Your man is down.
You signed a waiver and everything, so you can't.
I signed a waiver and everything. Because I started thinking, man, maybe I could.
Nope.
There's
Nope.
like-
That waiver
That ink is dry, bro.
It's pages long. Because now you do it on the computer, and I'm like every time to scroll. So real quick, how I said our daughter's going to a birthday party. The dad of the child ruptured his Achilles at Sky Zone, trying to compete with Brian going up the ninja wall.
So I got rushed to the hospital. It took 4 hours for them to see me. So my knee was swollen.
So you
I didn't know
pain.
what was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what was going on.
And it was a birthday party, so I still had a group of little girls, and I had to go do something with them. So typically I'd be there too, yelling at somebody, help him. But
that day was interesting, right? Because the car wasn't that the day it rode into the street.
Yeah, we had like everything that it was a Friday the 13th, and I'm not superstitious,
Yo,
but she turned
like,
13 on Friday the 13th, and we had our party on Friday the 13th, and just everything. Haskel's broken. I have these kids. My mind's with him, but I still got to make the party work because he really wanted me to do that.
Got our
Had a
hotel,
hotel.
made up and everything.
I took them to this corn maze because it's in October, and some crazy man was in the corn maze terrorizing the girls, and it was supposed to be the kiddie corn maze, and he would come out with like screaming, and he's like a 6'2" man. So like, now I'm gonna have to kill somebody. And Haskel's at the hospital, and they're all crying. It was just like the worst day. And so we ended up, Haskel ends up having surgery eventually.
Yeah.
And after that surgery, they could not get his blood pressure down. It was like 220 over like 195. It was insanity. And so I kept waiting for him to come out of his outpatient surgery, and then he's not coming. So they tell me like, we're trying to get his blood pressure down. We cannot. And they kept
worried about stroke at that point.
Yeah. And they thought, well, maybe it was just Haskel's never drank or smoked in his whole life, and maybe like all the medication and just the anxiety of him having like no control, because you're kind of coming out of anesthesia, all of these things. So they weren't really sure. And so after like 5 hours, they were like, okay, we still can't get it down. We're going to let him go home, but take him to the doctor tomorrow. Which I did, and he's hurt. Like I'm literally like trying to put him on my back. He's like immobilized.
Dang. You said you put him in your back?
Oh yeah, I carried Haskel up the stairs on my back.
I need to do more.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I need to do more.
I just want to say this.
I'm not doing it.
That's that German side, bro. That's
She gonna say it like it was normal. I said, what?
Yeah,
she carried you all the way up?
Yeah.
So this is
The French ain't doing that.
Like, come on, get up.
I have a chocolate.
Here's a baguette, and we'll get you upstairs.
They're coming right now. That is
wow.
Super warrior.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, that's marriage, right? We say in sickness and health, and it's a really easy line to say, but to live it, love brings out things in you you just don't know are possible.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
I love you.
That deserves a
So
kiss.
I didn't know.
Man.
And so when I saw
We got you come man. 27
It's a
years.
love connection.
That's good.
so he's the strongest guy I know. And he's down, And so I get him to the hospital. I'm waiting in the waiting room because they wanted to kind of see him first. And it's clear as day, God is like, the paramedics are about to come. It's going to be for Haskel, but don't be alarmed. I just prepping you.